Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your May 24th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. They manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With the weather being unstable, there is no better time to look into coverage for your feed crops. The annual forage deadline is right around the corner. With their state-of-the-art technology and superb customer service, you can be confident that your policy is in good hands. Ag Risk Advisors, risks averted, legacies preserved. We are also sponsored by American Beef Producer Magazine. Through their Real Beef Made from Plants campaign, they are reminding the general public that beef is already made from plants. It is not some fake product sitting on a grocery store shelf that claims to be beef when we all know it is packed with chemicals and an ingredients list a mile long. They are doing this by selling t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and stickers promoting nutritionally wholesome beef. I encourage you all to check out what they have to offer. All you got to do is head on over to realbeef.shop, American Beef Producer Magazine, guiding beef producers for over 25 years. Reuters has reported less than 2 weeks ago, Indonesia's ag ministry reported cases of foot and mouth disease in just 2 provinces. As of Monday, the virus has spread to 16 provinces and infected 20,000 head of livestock. These 16 provinces have a total livestock population of approximately 13.8 million. This is the first time Indonesia has dealt with a foot and mouth disease outbreak since the late 1980s. To solve this problem, Indonesia's government is importing vaccine, and the country is also developing doses that should be ready within the coming months. Deere & Company has raised its annual profit forecast. They did this last week, according to Drovers, and this is thanks to increased sales for its tractors, sprayers, and combines. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has created gaps in global grain supply and has resulted in sky-high grain prices, which has supported healthy farm income and encouraged farmers to upgrade their equipment. Deere & Company originally forecast fiscal 2022 net income to be somewhere between $6.7 and $7.1 billion. But now they have increased that estimate to somewhere between $7 and $7.4 billion. In the first quarter of this year, the world's largest farm equipment maker reported net income of $2.09 billion, up from $1.79 billion back in 2021. Also, in the first quarter, total net sales and revenue rose approximately 11% to $13.37 billion, up from $12.06 billion a year ago. This update is also sponsored by 4T Ag Insurance, your go-to contractor for ag insurance. The folks at 4T Ag are dedicated to providing you with insight, information, and alternative risk solutions that are custom fit to your business and personal needs. They offer both crop and drought insurance, and they offer LRPs on both fed and feeder cattle. If you'd like more information, head on over to www.4tag.net. That is the number 4tag.net. Fox Business News has reported, according to a senior White House official, the Biden administration is considering tapping a rarely used diesel reserve, the Northeast Home Heating Oil Reserve, as the president faces mounting pressure to bring down sky-high diesel prices. Diesel prices have climbed 75% over the last year, and as of Monday, the national average cost of a gallon of diesel was all the way up to $5.54. Last year at this time, we were paying $3.17 a gallon. Some of our country's steepest diesel prices can be found in the Northeast region because they have fewer refineries than the rest of the country up in that area. For example, up in New York, diesel prices are as high as $6.51 a gallon, an incredible 102% increase year over year. The Northeast Home Heating Oil Reserve was created back in 2005 and consists of about 1 million barrels of diesel, enough diesel to supply the Northeast region for only one day. Just one day. Yesterday, I reported that Senator Mike Rounds and Elizabeth Warren proposed a resolution supported by both Democrats and Republicans that is requesting the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, to investigate beef companies for potential price fixing. And Meeting Place has reported that the North American Meat Institute has responded to the proposal, claiming it is loaded with completely false and misleading statements about our beef industry. The Packer lobbying group is now offering what they're calling the correct context for assertions made by Senators Warren and Rounds. The claim that Packers have lowered wages for workers in recent history is false, according to NAMI. Instead, wages have actually increased since 2017. The group also claims that the assertion that cattle producers are making significantly less than they have in recent years is refuted by context indicating that Packers have also been making significantly less. That is an interesting statement, considering that in 2021, the average profit margin for Packers was over $600 a head. What were feeders making? What were cattle producers making on average in 2021? I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I guarantee you it's way below $600 a head. Let's go back to the pandemic when the Packers were making well over $1,000 a head. We can go all the way back to Holcomb. They made bank at that point too. You look back the past 2 or 3 years, quite a while. It's not just the past 2 or 3 years. We've seen records the past 2 or 3 years, but the Packers, record profits. We can look at these quarterly profit reports that Tyson puts out, JBS puts out, Cargill, you name it. Records almost every time one of those reports come out. So you cannot tell me that Packers are making significantly less. They're doing just fine. Finally, Drovers has reported that on Friday, law enforcement agents arrested the county judge in Loving County, Texas, a former sheriff's deputy, and 2 ranch hands for rustling cattle. Loving County is the nation's least populated county with only 64 residents. Loving County's Judge Skeet Jones now faces 3 felony counts of livestock theft and 1 count of engaging in criminal activity, allegedly gathering and selling stray cattle. Jones has been the county judge down in Loving County since 2007 and earns an annual salary of over $133,000. The theft of livestock charge carries a sentence of up to 10 years in prison, while the organized criminal activity charge carries a sentence of up to 20 years in prison. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope some of you out there caught some rain yesterday. We got a little bit, I'm guessing right around 1/4 of an inch. Every little bit is welcome. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. I'll catch you later.